All right, we are live on the After High School podcast with the #1 self-run podcast out there, the After High School podcast run by me, Anthony Juan Hernandez. And today we are live in Orlando, Florida with two very special guests. Introduce yourselves.
Your middle name's Juan?
Yeah, no, my last name is Juan Hernandez.
Wait,
My middle name?
Juan Hernandez is one name.
Yeah.
Juan, it's not Juan hyphen Hernandez?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, every Latino has a hyphen.
Yeah.
I'm Shaheen Santiago.
My middle name is Joan.
What's up, guys?
Joan?
It's
Yeah.
Joan.
Yeah, Joan, like a school lunch lady, Joan.
Maybe his parents didn't love him.
See you guys.
Introduce yourselves.
What's up, guys? It's Cristian Andres.
Red Bull.
Shut the up.
What's good, y'all? It's Chance. Hernandez.
So basically,
I'm so sorry. I just had a Red Bull right, but hey, so sorry. That was so.
no, that shit actually scared me, bro.
I am so sorry.
No, okay, so let me give you guys some backstory on how we got here. I met Chance through going live, and maybe like 2 weeks ago, I saw he was here with Christian, and I was like, oh, I would love to come out to interview you guys for the podcast, and then that's how we're here.
He won't leave me alone. Chance is homeless, and I gave him a place to live.
He invited me to stay.
He's my little. He's my little Make-A-Wish project. Chance.
Yes.
We're on the podcast, bro.
And as you guys are watching it, this is gonna be hard for me to control, but as you guys are watching this, there's a hurricane happening tomorrow, so we're doing this, and right after this, I'm going to the airport. I'm getting the fuck out of here because they've held me captive long enough.
Flight is in like 2 hours.
It is.
He got scared. We told him there was a hurricane coming. He goes, really?
I've never been in like a big hurricane.
He started looking for flights.
When you said hurricane, I just started remembering like all those things that would pop up on the news about Florida and all like the damaged houses. I was like, right now I'm in like a shack. So like if I was to be here during the hurricane,
Shaq also lives here.
Oh really?
In Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Have you seen Shaq's wife?
No. I thought he was single.
She's a little person.
Actually,
just got caught up.
She's like your height, but like very skinny. Hold on, not like in a we're basically the same height.
She's a little person, kind of like your
No,
height.
no. I'm short.
That's
We're the
basically-
same
We're both
size.
like the same. We're both.
Yeah.
I'm like an inch or two taller than
We're
Christian.
Both. Whoa. Let's not go that far. But no, Shaq's wife is small, and he's got a missile.
Why are we talking about Shaq's
Yeah.
missile right now? Let's get on with
All right, let's
I would
start
call
off.
it the shissel.
Sweet tea part 2.
Bro doesn't know how to shut the up.
I haven't talked this whole podcast.
All right, let's start off with your guys' origins. I know Christian, you grew up here in Florida, and Chance.
I grew up in Chicago.
Yeah.
Damn.
So very
Why you
different.
say damn?
From what I've seen so far, they're both pretty, ghetto.
Ghetto.
Yeah.
Chance doesn't have a ceiling in his house.
All right, dude. Making fun of people in poverty.
No,
All right,
don't do
let's
that.
get it, guys.
No, that's not what I'm doing. Oh my god.
All right. So this is his
This is
last
why I want to do the
podcast.
podcast alone.
We're gonna do 2 separate podcasts, but due
Chance
to
is like,
time
no, please, let me
constraints,
be on yours, Christian,
No, I didn't
please.
say that.
due to time constraints, we have to fit it into one. But
Just like the shissel and his wife.
but the title of the podcast is called the After High School Podcast. So I do like to go into like a little deep dive through you guys' like high school, school experience. So like the question I like to ask people is, what type of student were you when you were in school? Because there's a smart kid, the class clown, the disruptive kid. What type of students were y'all?
You want to go first? I was kind of like just there. That was funny to you?
I can't breathe. I can't do anything. I haven't.
No, honestly, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I was a class clown. I wasn't an athlete. I guess like more of like a social butterfly. I always try to fit in anywhere, but I didn't really like kick it with a lot of people. Like I would go home and just play video games and be by myself. That was like my freshman, sophomore year. Junior year, I was still kind of like that, but then I kind of like grew into not giving a fuck, and then I became like a stoner. And my junior, senior year, all I did was like smoke, and then I started working a lot. Yeah, that was it. I was just kind of like around, like a background character.
And Christian, because I know you did theater. So are you like a theater kid?
How do you know that?
Because I'm not flying out here 2 hours.
But I don't think I've ever made a video saying that I was.
You
in
said
theater.
it in like a TikTok very briefly, or you mentioned it that you went back to it or something like that. You went back to like that theater school or something, like in the high school or something like that.
Yeah, I did. I was in when I was in middle school. Actually, I went to a theater summer camp. I was in a theater summer camp.
Explains a lot.
And I how does that explain?
No,
a lot?
keep going.
I did theater
Doing
summer
great.
camp, and then when I went into high school, I did a little bit of theater. I took a theater class, and for freshman year, and then I was in digital video production for the rest of my years, and I was also in band. So any nerdy thing, why is that funny?
Go ahead.
Any nerdy thing you can like do in high school, I did.
What instrument did you play?
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
Shut the fuck up. What? No. What?
Okay.
But like knowing those two things alone, it kind of blazed the paths to where you're going. Cause like I'll go into like more later on, but there's like some things that you start to do later on in your life that like those align with, like, you know, the band, which is like music, because you do
Yeah.
have like a passion for music, and theater because you like to like get into these characters. So at what age did you start doing content?
I started in 2020, so I think I was 19.
And you,
2019.
what did you guys first start with? What was your first form of like content?
Why are you laughing? So?
I just got a flashback to your old videos.
But when I first started, I would just post anything. Like I used to like it was like, so I started end of 2019 into like 2020, so COVID just hit, and that's when I started taking it like social media a little more seriously. And I was posting like probably like 10 videos a day. I would just do any trends that are around, and like I would come up with stuff. I used to like rate pickup lines. I used to do food reviews. I used to do like make up like dance challenges. Like I don't know. I would just do anything that anything I had an interest in, or anything I feel like I could do. I used to do like the acting TikToks, you know what I'm talking about? Like where they have the audio and you like, you know, whatever it is. I used to just do whatever I would think would make me go viral. And then eventually I kind of like found things that work for me, and then
How old were you?
I was 19.
You're posting 10 videos a day?
Yeah, it was during COVID.
Oh, yeah. No, everyone was doing like a lot of stuff, dude.
Yeah, no, I was just at the house. I was living off stimulus checks. I had nothing but time.
You were getting stimmies?
Yeah.
Oh damn!
I never got a stimulus check.
My
Red
mom
Bull.
used mine.
Can you stop trying to get sponsored?
And then Christian, I went through both of your guys' profiles. I went to the very beginning. So yours was like 2020 when you started like posting. I saw you post like one video in like 2019, and then starting 2020 you started posting more often. And that's when I think you got canceled or something like that in like one of your very first videos because you bought something.
Oh my gosh!
Bro's Nardwar.
Oh
Who is this
my
guy? What is he
gosh.
talking? I don't even know what he's talking
I
about.
forgot
Yeah.
about this.
What is he talking about?
I
was-
forgot
I
about
was-
this. I completely
like-
forgot about this
I
until now.
watched it. It was like one of your first viral videos. I was like, why is
Yo,
this?
he's the feds, bro.
You
I
bought
for-
something on like a Goodwill.
Oh
It was like
my
really
gosh!
weird.
I went to I went to Goodwill, right? And I like to buy like the weirdest stuff I can find,
Right?
right?
Talking about the thing with Steven?
I like to find the weirdest things I can buy the weirdest things I can find. And I go to Goodwill and I look at this statue, and I'm like, I look at the statue. It's the most like offensive statue I've ever seen in my entire life, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this so no one else can buy it, right? And I was like, it's a Native American statue, but it's like a very stereotypical like Native American statue. So I buy it and I'm like, you know what? I'm buying it so no one else can buy it. And I posted on my TikTok to be like, y'all see this? Like, this is actually insane. And then everyone was like, what the fuck? What is that? And then I posted it and everyone was like, wow, that's really offensive. But someone was like, why did you buy it anyway? But it broke anyway. I broke it.
But they told you to break it.
They told me to break it because I was like, I'm not going to keep it.
Yeah. Then that was like one of your first viral videos.
Yeah, well, thank you to hold on. But yeah, no. I don't have it. It broke. I broke it. It's gone.
Yeah.
You're trying to get me canceled again.
No, I was looking for what's his first viral video because I remember mine, and then after that, that's what gave
What
me
was
like
yours?
It was literally the second Polaroid I did was my friend standing on a table, and that's
wow.
it.
So you've been.
No, but after that, the views went like straight down. Like each video would barely reach or like get 9,000 views, and that's it for like the first maybe 100 Polaroids until I started doing the day in the lives. Then that like literally overnight, and then all my views started getting bigger and bigger after I did the day in the lives.
Do you feel like that kind of put you in a box, or did you just kind of get excited as soon as that first one blew up?
Since I was so early on, I like doing both of those. I like doing the Polaroid videos and the day in the lives, and it fit so well because I was just showing them what I did, like going to school and everything. So I didn't really have an idea to do any other content. I was just like, those two work. Why not do them every day? And then afterwards, yeah, because then I was like, oh, this is the only thing I'm used to, and this is the only thing the people are used to, and it's kind of getting old because you know it's like your routine, and like my routine is pretty much like the same every day.
Yeah.
And yours was kind of, you were posting like whatever. You guys were both kind of posting whatever at the time. Like when I was going up, it was like you guys were doing like kind of like skits, trends, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't see my other.
That
account.
just means that
I saw a lot of yours. Yours like you had long hair at the time. You
Yeah,
had like different
that's
types of
not even
hair.
my first account. That was.
I know, cause
Yeah.
like
You
your-
didn't see my first account.
your other account got deleted or like it got banned.
I got banned.
Yeah.
In like 2021, I think. I had a first account that I grew to like 680,000, but it got banned. It was like when TikTok was banning everybody. Like people would get banned and then like unbanned like within the same week. Like it was ridiculous. But yeah, I had some. Yeah, I used to post a lot of shit on there.
And you, when did you start kind of changing from like the skits, like the like it has like the caption of what the skit is basically to start doing the like the superhero any like skit in general?
I don't like that you've seen my old videos because I
look very
forget that they're
different.
there.
He's deleted a lot of them.
I deleted
really?
a lot of those videos because what I was doing was I was posting 4 times a day, just to like I was going through it at times. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna post 4 videos a day just to like have something out there. And then I realized every single video I look back was the cringiest video ever because I was doing what everyone else was doing in 2020, and what everyone else was doing was stupid back then. What was the question?
How do you transition from doing like the little like videos and to start doing like the real skits?
Like
the
what's it
superhero?
called? I was goofing around with my friend Paul. I wasn't even doing skits at the time. My friend Paul and we were messing around, and I was doing this voice for a lot of the time with my friends. It was like a weird like. Originally, it was supposed to be an Armenian, right? It was originally like, oh, I go to store and then I do this one, I do it. And then from that, I was like, you know what, this is like, it evolved into something different. And then one of my friends was like, you should just do a skit with that. So I'm like, you know what, fine, I'll try it. I had just finished working at Dunkin'. I had the uniform still. So I was like, Paul, meet me here. We're going to film a video. I have the Dunkin' costume, and we go over there. And then we just start improvising like crazy, and then I clip it up, I posted it, and it got like 40,000 likes. I'm like, that's pretty good, like 40,000 likes. And I just kept doing it until like it blew up really big with I'm trying to think which one was the first one that blew up. The Spider-Man one was pretty big, but I think the Wednesday Addams one was before that.
Oh, not the cheerleader.
Oh yeah, the cheerleader one did pretty well too. And then I'm like, okay, people aren't going to want to watch this forever. Like, trends only last for so long. But what people really like is pop culture stuff. So if any of you want to do content, I'm telling you right now, they're only going to care about you for so long. So what I was doing was like, okay, they're not going to care about me, but what they will care about is like things they already love. Star Wars, Mario, all this stuff. So I'm like, let me transfer what I'm doing so that way it can be into something that they'll see,
And what time was this? Like what year was this?
That I started doing the pop culture stuff. 2022, I think.
Okay, so you've been doing it since then.
Like the skits?
Yeah,
like 2021, 2022.
Okay.
End of 2021.
Because you're still doing them, and then right now they're doing pretty good. They do.
Yeah, they do pretty good.
For what, like from what I've seen and for what we've seen, the likes are like there's a lot of likes, and I guess like a lot of people just enjoy them because you make them like you do anything that's pretty much people are used to, like Phineas and Ferb, Dora, anything like that, and then you make it like if they were Latino or stuff like that, and they're really funny.
Because Dora's not Latino.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know why. I was just
I was like,
I don't know. I was just keeping the series going. I was like, oh, Latino. That's why I'm so mad that I named this series if it was Latino. I should have just put
R-rated or something.
I should have put R-rated or something. I was just keeping the series going. Why is it so funny to you, Chance?
Cause bro, you were so confident when you posted.
I asked you too before I posted it.
No, you didn't.
Oh my god.
It was so funny.
But then on the other hand, that's what you did. You know, everybody's TikToks are different. You can like, there's thousands of ways to do TikTok. You did more lifestyle content and you go live a lot. You know,
Yeah.
like every time I load up TikTok, you're either live or like you have already posted a video, like a dancing video, for example. So why did you start doing dancing videos?
I just always like dancing.
Mhm.
Like I used to watch a lot of like all the Step Up movies. Like any dancing movie. I used to watch all that shit.
Mhm.
And then in 8th grade, I joined like a hip hop class. I started doing that. But even before that, like I was in tap dance when I was a kid.
Mhm.
I was almost in tap dance.
Almost.
Yeah, my mom wanted to sign me up for it, but I told her I was like, I don't want to get bullied because people are gonna think that I'm gay.
You already.
And then
drama
no,
Yeah.
I was like, people are gonna think I'm gay. So then she signed me up for a theater class instead.
Yeah, no, I did tap dance when I was a kid. I just always like moving. Like I like like since I was like a baby, bro. Like I can remember like when I was a kid, like 5 years old. My mom used to play like Shakira, and I used to like dance to Shakira in my living room. Like it was like I just always like dancing. And then when TikTok came around, I just I saw the dances. I tried them. I have some old videos of me, and I was like shit, but I've gotten way better. I would say so. But yeah.
What is your background? What is your parents
My mom's Ecuadorian, my dad's Cuban.
and you?
My dad's from El Salvador, and then he was raised in the Dominican Republic, and then my mom's Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm. But on the internet, people do think you're Dominican.
I made a video, and I told people that I'm not.
One video, but like all of them are
One
like
video.
Spider-Man, Dominican Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Dominican.
no,
Because that's the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, with the whole Dominican Spider-Man thing, it started as just me kind of impersonating my uncle, who is Dominican. It's my dad's brother. And then I was, like, impersonating him, and then it was like, okay, let me see what I can do with that. And then he became, like, the Spider-Man thing. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. And I don't want to change the character now because I feel like, it's kind of like a thing, you know?
I wouldn't say change it because
I
like,
would never say
nobody
yeah.
has a problem
Right.
with it. Yeah.
I think in my eyes, I feel like you should like elaborate more on it. Just like Fefo instead of like just Dominican, like Fefo doing this, Fefo doing that, Fefo, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, ever since, like, I think a year ago, I kind of just stopped putting Dominican in the caption because I don't want to mislead people. I usually just put Latino now just because I don't want people to be like, oh, he's lying. He's like, because like everyone in my family is Dominican. I know more about my Dominican culture than like my Salvadorian culture. Like I don't really know that much about my Salvadorian side, just because all of my family is from El Salvador. It's from the DR. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird. I was raised in a weird situation where it's by blood I'm Salvadorian, but like I go to family events and everyone I see there is Dominican. I spent most of my time in the DR when I was little, so.
And I just found out this yesterday because I wouldn't assume just from like the videos I seen. You said you're not like very fluent, like you understand it, but you're
No, it's tough. So like when I understand Spanish completely.
Yeah.
Speaking it is tough though because I feel like there's kind of a pressure, especially like depending on who you. I don't know. For most Hispanics, you kind of get the thing of like depending on what country they're from, they're a little bit judgmental, a little bit more judgmental.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's Colombian. So I always have to speak Spanish around her family because they don't speak English. So I'm learning it more and more and more. I'm still a little bit like I'm not fluent. I speak Spanglish. Like that's the big misconception people have that they think I speak Spanglish. I don't speak Spanish. Just because when I was little, I'm the youngest out of 3, right? So my sister, they tried speaking Spanish only with her in the house. So when she grew up, she speaks Spanish. And then when she met my cousins who don't speak Spanish, they started bullying her. They're like, oh, you didn't even speak English, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't really understand what they were saying. So then with my brother, they tried teaching him, and he kind of just wasn't getting it. He kind of had a speech impediment. So with me, they were like, okay, let's just not teach him Spanish. And I'm the one that wanted to learn it the most. So I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm kind of just doing double the work. So I'm still learning. I'm always learning, but I feel like I'm at a good place now that I haven't been in a while where I feel like I can hold conversation for a long time and still I can understand Papito, bro.
Yeah.
So that's how you know I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, he speaks pretty fast.
He speaks Cubanese. That's tough.
It's terrible.
And do you understand Spanish at all? Because your girlfriend,
No.
because your girlfriend's Hispanic.
Yeah, I don't speak a lick of Spanish, bro.
And Chrissy speaks like fluently, right?
Yeah, she speaks fluent. She grew up speaking Spanish. My girlfriend's Mexican. Like her whole family speaks Spanish, but they speak a lot more English. Like the only ones that really speak Spanish in her family are her grandparents. But even then, I just I'm like hola and then cómo estás bien, boom, like basics. My family, my mom and my dad didn't really speak Spanish around me when I was growing up. Neither did my tias or anything like that. So I never really learned. I really do want to learn Spanish, but it's kind of like I just don't put the time.
We've been learning.
Yeah.
We've been learning. We've been doing our Duolingo. Tell them what Papito says.
Llegué yo.
Llegué yo. Pinga pa Fidel.
Fuck Fidel.
But both of you guys, when did you guys meet?
When did we meet?
Yeah.
So how we met is Will actually. Will followed me on TikTok and he was in Chicago and he was like, yo bro, I'm in Chicago, like let's link up. We linked up and in Chicago I used to do a lot of like club work, so I used to like just like promote and like help with the clubs and stuff. So he was like, yo bro, can you like help me like with the club stuff? I'm like, yeah, sure. So we linked up, we went to the club, had a good time, and he's like, yo, next week I'm going to Houston, like I'm meeting up with Christian, Amanda, Rico, and George, which is Will's homie. And he's like, yo, you should come. I'm like I can. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll ask them if they're cool with that. I was like, all right, bet. And literally the next day, I buy my ticket to Houston. I fly out, and that's how I met them.
And what was your guys' initial impressions of each other?
Of Christian? I already followed Christian for a while. I always thought he was funny, like the skits that he was doing. So and I knew Rico already too. So Rico, I was really cool with Rico. And so on the way, I'm just like, damn, like I'm about to meet Christian. Like it was kind of like not like a fanboy moment because I was just like, I've met people on social media before already, but it was just more like, shut the fuck up.
Every day he wakes up and he's like, oh my gosh, did I win the fucking lottery?
No. So I was just like, all right, cool. But it's not even that too. It's because also like we already talked on the phone before that. And
you and I?
Yeah, we talked.
We never talked on the phone before that.
We talked on the phone with Will and Rico. Like
you on that call?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyways, so whatever. So I was like, oh, like who's picking me up? And they're like, oh, Christian is with Rico. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like whatever, right? So I was a little nervous, but we get there and like I don't know, like we just vibed off that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he was super. I didn't know who he was at first, just because Rico had mentioned like he knew him. And then I was talking to Rico in the car. He was like, "Oh yeah, he does like dancing and thirst traps and stuff." And then that's what you did at the time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like excited to meet him. And then he gets in the car, and then I was like, we started talking for a little bit, and obviously he was like super cool at first. And then
at first,
you're a little sassy now. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what's it called? He was super cool. And then
Red Bull. Sorry.
He was super cool. And then what's it called? Rico said something about my skits. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know you did that." And then Chance was like, "Yeah, no, he's done it." I was like, "See, this guy knows what's up." And then Chance was like, "Talking about know what's up. I don't even got a follow back yet." I felt bad.
Yeah.
But also from that, you started to grow like a social media group, I'd say, because you guys hung out like more than a few times.
Yeah.
And like you started like using them in your skits, and then you guys all did videos together. If you guys know, like their group, at least from a outsider's perspective, is you two, Steven, Rico, Will, Amanda.
Yeah.
And you guys I feel like the chemistry between all y'all was pretty good. I feel like you guys all bounced off of each other, and even in the skits, like they got progressively funnier and funnier.
Yeah, I would say like the group's chemistry is good when it comes to like videos and stuff like that. Now at least I would say it's just like everyone's doing their own thing. Like there's no like really like. I don't want to say like there's hate or anything or like whatever it is. It's just everyone's busy with their own stuff. Like Amanda's in acting school.
She's in London right now.
She's in London right now.
Damn.
I mean, and then Will like he be on his own stuff.
Will just bought an AMG. Shout out to Will.
Yeah. Will's killing it. But I would say like that group was always gonna be our group. Like they're just good vibes and we always knock out stuff.
Yeah, I will say like as far as social media groups, like we didn't intend for it to be a group, but a lot of like every time someone sees me, they're like, "Dude, you gotta make more videos with Will, Amanda. Like how are you and Steven? How are you?" Even like it's a separate group, but like, "Oh, Papito and Steven, like what's up with that?" Because we have the mamitas and stuff. But everyone's like, "Oh, like I love y'all's chemistry." It was never intended to be a group. It was just like it was me, Will, and Amanda at first because we all linked up because that's a different story. But whatever, I'll say that. So Will and I were gonna collab because everyone was like, "Oh, y'all's content is really similar." And then Will and I were going live one time and we saw Amanda on live, so we joined. We did a live together.
Yeah.
And then we texted her after like, "Hey, we're doing this trip. Do you want to come?" Which is super. First of all, not safe at all.
Yeah.
2 guys and like inviting this random girl who knows nothing about
That's what
us.
happened between us. You guys invited a random. Never mind.
You're not a
random
girl.
Hey.
You're not a 90-pound girl, dude. No, but she came and then we filmed like 4 videos. They all did numbers,
Yeah.
and then we filmed the Mario video that blew up.
That shit was fucking
Yeah.
funny, but it blew up.
That shit blew up like crazy. But the thing is, we like filmed our sketches. Like Will and I filmed our videos, and then Amanda was like, "Hey, can I get a quick one? It'll take like 2 seconds." We were about to leave. We literally were in the car. We packed up our stuff, and then we're like, "Okay, fine, let's film it real quick." We filmed Amanda's video, and then we went to Disney right after.
Yeah.
We go to Disney. As we're at Disney, she goes, "Guys, it's at 1 million likes already," and we're like, "Your phone's broken." Because it was an hour. It was like 2 hours already. And we're like, "It's at 1 million likes already? What are you talking about?" And it just blew up. Will's sketch and my sketch flopped. Like it did not do as great in comparison. But going from I'm talking too much. Going from
This is a podcast.
He's like, I can't talk on it.
No, from that trip, then we went to I think the next place we went to was Texas or LA. It was one of the two. And then in Texas, that's when Chance and Rico joined.
Yeah.
I will say, out of social media groups online, there's so much toxicity in like other groups I've seen because there's always like hate or like jealousy or whatever. Not to name other groups,
Or people messing with each other.
or people getting with each other. Nenever happened in our group at all. Just to clear the air.
That's, okay.
Like we played on the joke with Will and Amanda, but
There's never been anything at all.
No.
But like at the end of the day, we're all really good friends. We argue, we piss each.
I mean, with your homies, you argue, bro. When
We
you get
argue.
when you get close like that and you spend a lot of time with people, it's like kind of like a sibling thing. Like I would say it's like that because even like when we're not with each other, we would be on the phone with each other. Like
Yeah, we used to call every night.
like every night we would sit on a FaceTime and just yap and like come up with ideas or talk about the next trip or whatever it is. Like, then we would also like plan lives out and stuff. It came like we were just it was a lot of like just togetherness, you know, like but.
When you guys were like starting to do the videos all together and like all the videos were doing good, because I think like across all y'all's pages they were doing good. Was there ever like a talk of like, oh, let's do we should move in together?
Very
do a
much
house?
so.
Very much, but
It was we even like came up with names too. We were.
What's
Don't
one
get me
name?
started on that conversation,
yeah,
bro.
because it's like stressful because it's like
We
not-
wanted to do it so bad.
but it's just
But
like
it never
some people
materialized.
some people just had things holding it back, and like I said, like with Amanda, like Amanda's really talented, right? But like she really wants to do her acting stuff, and it's like we understand that like she's in school for it, like so it's not like we can't force her to do what she doesn't want to do, so she's there whenever. Same thing about Rico. Like Rico's main content is like his mom and his dad, right?
Yeah.
And like he does really well with that, but also when Rico's with us, he does really well with us as well. So just at that time, he was kind of like on the fence about it, and then also like with my family, like I'm really close with my sister and her kids and stuff like that. So it's like we were kind of like all like leaning towards it, but also kind of all leaning backwards. It was just very not like
I was not.
let's
leaning
do
backwards. I was
Okay.
down. I mean, I was always down for it just because for me, I always felt like it was important to be in the environment of like doing social media. I was always down. I know Will was down at some point, but also Will has reservations just because one, it's a big move. We didn't know where we were talking about doing it in Orlando at first, and then we couldn't agree on like a place. But Will also kind of like had all of his family moving from Cuba at that point too, so it was a whole thing. And then Rico at the time was worried about leaving his parents because his content was with his parents. It just didn't work out. I mean, what's it called? Amanda pitched a bunch of names that were all fucking stupid. She said, well, you know what one of the names was? She was like, what if we, this was when it was the 3 of us. She goes, what if we name it Whack? And I was like, why Whack? She goes, Will, Amanda, Christian.
the Whack House.
The Whack House. I had a name for it, but I want to save it until, because I feel like it's going to happen one day. It was going to be the Dale Squad.
Do I have to bleep that?
No, you can.
Okay.
Just nobody steal it. If they steal it,
Copyrighted already.
copyright it.
LLC.
And I watched when you guys would do those content because I've been watching for a while, and then when you guys went to was it last year when you guys went to LA for Halloween?
That was last year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was a year ago.
And then I feel like that one, when I saw like that you guys were going there, I was like, damn, like the content they're about to make is about to be crazy because of like
We made no content on that trip.
well, like from like everybody would do like one video, and they all added up, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like I see you guys with like literally every Hispanic creator that was in LA was in you guys' video somehow. So how long do you guys were there for, and how was it?
For like
we weren't there for long. It was like 3 or 4 days.
like 4 or 5 days. I mean, we had a lot of people that were just like, when you're in LA, bro, LA is different for like influencing world. Like,
Yeah.
Like what you can accomplish in a week is crazy. But like, yeah, like we got there, we just already had people that were like, oh yeah, we're down to make videos. So we had plans to do stuff. Then we went on that Disney trip with Adam.
Oh my gosh, was that on that trip?
Yeah, that was it was super random too, that Disney trip. Like, was it?
That was
Adam,
that was the kitty cat that blew up the biggest.
Adam and Lotto. They were cool as fuck. Then we had Bless's birthday party. It was his birthday, right?
No, it was his. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was his birthday party.
No, it was a Halloween party.
No, but it was his birthday.
Oh yes, it was.
It was his birthday. Yeah, that was lit. We met hella creators that I thought I'd never see in my life.
Yeah, that was kind of a moment for me where I was like,
shit.
Yeah, no, it was weird because up until this point, I was making videos like either in my room or at a football field or like just doing skits in random places in my town, right? So this is my first LA trip where I'm meeting other influencers, and I go to this party and I'm seeing every single person that I either grew up watching in high school or like it has been on my, like I look over, Patrick Starr's there. I look over Blessive, Fabio's there. I look over Karen and Eddie were there. Brittany and Gark were there. Literally everyone. Who there was someone that I saw that I was like
fucking
yeah, Meche, Amanda and Tessa were there, but
yeah, but that's like new.
Yeah.
What's what's the dude's name? He be on live.
Yeah, Terry Joe was there.
Terry Joe was there.
Terry Joe is tall as fuck. Oh my gosh. I look over and then she's like, yo, Terry Joe's over there. And I'd already gone live with Terry Joe at this point. And I look over. This man is 6 foot like tall, dude.
Yeah,
he's tall as fuck.
There was a lot of people, bro. These fools were there. Like it was just a lot of people that it was like, oh shit, like my whole FYP's right here.
Yeah, it was kind of cool for me. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. And then also that trip we got close to Mattia and Ale too, right? Was it that trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, that trip we got close with Mattia and Ale. It was a vibe, bro. It was lit.
It was kind of cool for me too, cause like this whole thing, like this whole influencing journey, started. Influencing is crazy. Let me use another. This whole making content journey. This whole content journey is kind of cool because when I first started getting numbers, like first started getting attention on it. I was already dating my girlfriend, so like I kind of started this whole thing with her, and to like go from like not having anyone watching and her still be with me to having some people watching, and then also going to this party, and literally there's 3 people that she said she wanted to meet, like out of the TikTokers, and one of them was Dez, right? And being able to bring her and like we were both kind of like, whoa, this is so weird, and it was kind of a cool moment where we were like, wow, we kind of did this together. Like, this is something we did together.
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
What? I was just saying, that's very sweet. We're gonna get into the relationship part later on.
He's like, wait your turn.
Slow the fuck down,
No. I'm just saying it is something I wrote down because I think it's very important when it comes to social media about relationships. But I'll save that. But out of everybody you've collabed with, is there still somebody on your bucket list for both of y'all that you still want to collab with? Maybe somebody you looked up to.
Right now, I really fuck with Tony Stadovici. I think he would be dope for you too. Like he does like skits, but not like your kind of skits. You know what I'm talking about? The dude who kind of does like the Family Guy cutscenes type vibe. I think he's hilarious.
He's really funny.
I think that'd be fire. And then probably just like dancer creators. I really like Jean Victor. He's dope. What's that other girl's name? Nina.
Nina.
I forgot her. I don't know how to say her last name, but her name's like Nina something. She's a dancer too. Like I would definitely. I got a few dancers in my head that I would like to collab with.
What's that? You know what would be a good collab for you? Is the married couple that dances. Or Jersey Joe. Jersey Joe.
I mean, I'm cool with Jersey Joe. I feel like it's gonna happen. Like I'm speaking more like people that I probably don't have the highest chance to collab with. But Jersey Joe, like I'm cool with Jersey Joe. Like I think if I ever went to New York, I can definitely link up with him.
There's a couple that like almost happened that. There's one that like is my dream collab is Epic Rap Battles of History. I want to be on Epic. You know Epic Rap Battles of History?
Epic Rap Battles of History.
Dude,
you don't know that?
It's because you guys are 20,
All
20
All
tw-
right, all
You're
right.
trying to call us old. I don't
Wait.
want
22 and 24.
When I was that was like I know every single episode of Epic Rap Battles. Like I have memorized every single episode of Epic Rap Battles of History. It's a YouTube series. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from it too. Like that's where I kind of like started like trying to write lyrics and stuff. But
Okay.
there was a couple collabs that almost happened that I was like super excited about. Like Santi was one of them for a while. It didn't
Yeah.
happen at first, and then we
Yeah.
just recently linked up. Marcelo Hernandez was one that was I was really excited about. You know that is this guy from SNL?
Yeah.
I was really excited about that. I just wanted to meet him. I kind of wanted to just
He's
pick his
funny.
brain. We were supposed to link in New York. That's why I flew out there, and then but he was on tour and stuff. So he was really busy. I understand, like, you know, that's like a different level of you know, notoriety.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be busy. But I definitely, you know, still wanna make that happen. I'm trying to think of another. Yeah, Epic Rap Battles of History is the big one. That's the one that I wanna do.
Also, the people you just linked up with, the fools,
Oh, these fools?
no, Super Ego or whatever their name.
Oh, Super Ego was crazy. I used to watch you know Super Ego? Wow, you're young, man.
Bro,
That's crazy.
Okay, but go ahead.
The people, well, if this is on YouTube, people will know who Super Ego is. They were like, you know, you're Mexican. He was the first one to ever make Latino skit content, ever. So it was like such a huge deal meeting him because he was kind of the reason that I started doing skits too. So that was pretty cool too.
You know, I think
oh,
it'd
it
be
was like a
dope-
tryout you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be dope if you linked up with like Meech and
Oh, Micho Marius.
yeah, and the other dude he
Yeah,
makes videos
yeah, yeah.
with.
He's funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel like you know everybody. Everybody, you go live and somebody will join your live
I
and you're like,
just-
yeah, what's up,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Like I'd be cool with a lot of people.
I didn't even realize Chance went live with Wendy Ortiz before.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I got that from being like kind of like a social butter in high school.
Mhm.
Like I just always like was cool with people. Like I
Yeah.
never, whatever it is, or people would know me or I would know them. Especially from going live, you do meet a lot of random people. But also like I've gone viral. Like I've had a lot of videos do a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
I've always put myself in positions to like meet people no matter what. Like I've like quit jobs to go to like influencer meetups to just like network. Like I've always tried to put my face out there as much as I can. So I always get to I just try to get seen. You know what I'm saying? Like I would always try to get like some type of like, oh, I know that guy kind of, or like I've seen him before type shit. But yeah, no, like Terry Joe, I went live with Terry Joe before Terry Joe, not before she blew up, but like I was there like when she first started. Wendy too, like she wasn't at where she was now, but she had like a solid 1,000 people in her live. I went with her before. Like
There was this account that used to clip when we used to do these lives. It was like Will, me, Amanda, Rico, and Chance, right? We went live, and I was looking at the clips. Like there's account used to clip us. I realized one of the people we went live with was Wendy, and I didn't even realize it.
okay, you guys were
Will,
trolling, dude.
Will was talking crazy to her. He was like, he literally got on live. He's like, "Hey, baby, what your name is?" And then she was like, "I don't like the way this guy's talking to me. I want him gone." And he goes, you might have to cut this. He goes, "Hey, Wendy, fuck your baby daddy."
Yeah, no, Will's out of pocket, bro.
Nah, you could low key put. I don't think he would care. It's already on the internet.
Fuck it.
Will's out of pocket, bro. But yeah, I mean, even like when we went to LA, like I would like tell Christian, I'm like, oh yeah, like I know this person, like let's go link up with them, like here, or like yo, let's go do this. Like yeah, I got like I know some people, like
Yeah, what's it called? The first time in LA, this is when I have like no connections. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know Fanita." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
This is what I'm saying. He knows everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody at least knows him or he knows them.
Yeah.
And speaking of your LA trip, we gotta talk about the last podcast you guys did because you guys did do one before, and it's a podcast.
Shout out Sweet Tea.
Yeah.
Love Sweet Tea.
Love Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea was like one of the first people I got cool with.
And I saw because you guys did like you were at his house like a while ago because your old videos like maybe 2020 you were at their house doing like that dancing
was,
video.
like, literally.
Yo, this man is the feds, bro.
Nah, I mean, it's on the internet, bro. It's
Yeah.
not hard to find. The Sweet Tea, like, I forgot what I was doing. I think I was low key. I was making videos about my height compared to other people's heights. Like, I would like do a sound and like compare like girls' heights to my height because it was like in my thirst
That
trap,
was
like,
you.
it was I was one of the.
I remember seeing that.
There was definitely people that did it before me, but like I was doing it because I just seen it was like going viral. But during that, I had I think Frank or Danny or someone commented on my video, and then someone's like, "Oh my god, like you should be on a Sweet Tea podcast." So I kept making videos like I was collecting like the Infinity Stones. I'm like, "Yo, Frank followed me. Yo, Danny followed me. Yo, Logan followed me." And Julian was like the last one, and he didn't follow me until I went to LA and got invited on the podcast. But yeah, they were cool. Sweet Tea's probably like one of the coolest people I've met in LA.
Yeah, Logan's really cool.
The Infinity Stones thing I'm doing, that's literally what I've said as an example, but with those boys, like, you know, that's literally like some of them are following me now.
Yeah,
but the same thing.
No, literally, bro. I was like collecting them. Like I was just trying to get a follow back so I could get on the podcast.
You really did try everything because you even interview people at the club too. Like,
Bro,
what's something you never told your parents?
Yeah, I've done everything, dude.
You interviewed people at the club?
Yeah, but I was getting paid by the club to do that.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like I just went out my way. Like they were like, "Yo, can you help us make videos?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, I think I can. Like interviews always go viral, so I was like, let me just figure something out, and I just did interviews in the club.
And on the Sweet Tea podcast, like if you guys have watched them, it's like very like playful, and they're like a group of friends that like do a podcast. But so your guys' podcast wasn't like a question and answer; it was more like a game show. You guys did like Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, and I saw it when it came out, and it was you, both of you, Will, and then Rio swapped out, and so did Steven, right? Rico, what did I say?
Rio.
Sorry, my bad. I have not met him yet, but yeah. So how was that experience for both of y'all before it got posted?
It was really fun. I think it was a dope podcast. I didn't talk as much on that podcast. I didn't. I was just like It's like when you have like Will and Christian and Rico. I mean Rico. like it's
Christian.
they're very they're characters, bro.
They're animated.
Yeah, they're animated. Like, and I'm not like. I mean, maybe online a lot of people think like, oh, like you're such the whatever person, but like in person, I'm kind of like I just be here, like I just be chilling. Unless I have like caffeine or weed in my system, I'm not really like yapping for real.
You hear that, bro? That's what I heard all night.
That's the toilet.
Okay.
Dude was freaking
It's just
out.
loud. It's just loud. I got scared.
But yeah, no, I mean, I had a good time.
Before.
All right, you know
before it got posted.
Let me set
what
up
were your
okay.
thoughts? What were your thoughts when you went in and you came out? You're like, oh, that was a good podcast.
Let me set up some context.
Okay.
I go in here.
Wait. Literally, after we recorded the podcast, me, Christian, and Rico, everyone walked out that room. We're like, yo, that's going to be the funniest fucking podcast. That shit's hilarious. That's going viral. Like, there were so many. Like, we were just like, oh my God, this is going to be so lit. But go ahead.
I'm telling you guys right now, I'm nervous as fuck for this podcast because every time I've gone and done something long form, whether it's a podcast or YouTube, they're like, Christian talks too much. So I'm trying so hard not to talk. What's it called? So we do the Sweet Tea podcast, right? We go there, and the premise of the Sweet Tea podcast is you drink a little bit, and so you're, a little bit more loose, and you go on the podcast, right? I had a little bit of alcohol. I'm very much a lightweight. I do the podcast. I had so much fun. There was 2 episodes. They're like, we need someone for the first one and someone for the second one.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I think Will should do it for the second episode because they need to swap somebody out. And then Chance was like, Christian, I think you should do it because you have a good dynamic with Steven. I do the second episode, right? I had so much fun. I'm ready for it to be posted. They post the first episode. I'm like, awesome. And then I scroll down, I look at the comments. Why is Christian talking so fucking much? The second comment, Christian is so annoying in this episode. Third comment, Christian made fun of Rico too much. I need you guys to understand. We all make fun of each other a lot.
Yeah, we talk shit to each other.
We talk shit to each other a lot. I didn't understand the context that you guys didn't understand what was going on. There was an ongoing joke because Rico works with his dad, with his parents. Super awesome, super honorable, right? What I thought was funny because the first time I met him, he was like, "Oh, I cut trees." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of funny. It's like a Mexican stereotype." I'm not making fun of the fact that he worked with his parents, but people that saw the podcast, they were like, "Oh, that's fucked up that he like makes fun of blue collar workers." Somebody in the comments was like, "I knew Christian in high school. Ever since he got famous, he acted like he didn't even know who I was. Like he didn't even DM me on his birthday. I go to his account. I have no idea who this person is. And he lived in like Michigan. I've never been to Michigan before.
And after you saw the podcast, you made a TikTok about it, basically
I
reading the
deleted it,
comments.
yeah.
Yeah. Like we talked about it yesterday. I remember watching it. I remember loading up. That was the first video I saw, and I had already watched the episode, so I was like, "Ooh." I got what the comments said. Not like you were annoying, but you were kind of like talking a lot. So
let me say, I was talking too much because I was drunk. I'm letting you know right now. I don't drink. I'm not a big drinker, so that was my first time kind of drinking on like a public thing, and I didn't realize when you're drunk, you talk too much, right? So I mean, also when I'm sober, I talk too much.
Yeah.
But
It's like when Christian. So I've seen Christian probably lose a few times, but it's like literally like one sip. He think of it like this. So I think of Christian as I don't want to say a child, but he's kind of like a child, right?
what the fuck?
Like, think of like New Year's. You give your kids like sparkling grape juice, right? Because they want wine as well or champagne as well, right? And as soon as the kids drink it, they act like they're stupid drunk. That's Christian. Like, as soon as he takes one sip, he's like, fucking lit, guys, I'm on. And then he's just...
Chance is the same way. Chance is a fucking yapper when he's on substances.
Most of the time, I'm not. But, like, it's like, I don't know. I have this wall of, like, I don't want to say, like, insecurity, but, like, it makes me, like, close myself off a lot because when I was younger, I was always told I was annoying and this and that. So I kind of, like, shut that off. But like when I'm either loose or like high or something, like I'm
with your question with the video that I posted. So immediately, like, this is my first time ever getting hate on the internet publicly, and it was kind of a bummer for me because this was the first time I was being myself on the internet like that. Like I'm not usually myself on my account, so it was kind of a bummer. I'm like, damn. So I immediately was like, I need to defend myself, right? Because some of these comments were like they were just making shit up. So I immediately, like, I go on, make a TikTok, and I'm responding to all the comments from the video. And then my girlfriend calls me. She was like, take that down right now. She was like, it's just going to give it 10 times more the attention. It's going to pass. Like, this is just how the internet is. And it's kind of tough for me because I was always kind of the person where I was like, I don't do well with negative, like, I like when people like me. But I felt like that wasn't even really me. But I don't know. It was stupid. You know, it passes. People are going to have their opinion about you, but.
We're skeptical to come on this podcast.
I'm nervous as fuck right now.
Actually,
I'm nervous that I'm gonna talk too much.
I don't get how you're nervous. Yesterday, when a crumble cookie, right outside of a crumble cookie, he was saying, what was it?
Loogie is crumble cookie for life.
I don't get how you could do that in front of like people. Literally, like they could hear you.
Well, that's the thing is like that's not me though. Like that's always been a big thing for me. Is I have really bad like social anxiety when it's me. When it's actually me, I always kind of hide behind my characters. Because I have a lot more confidence when I'm not being myself. Because if they're judging the character, they're not judging me. You know, I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. Because I'm more comfortable if it's like this, you know. There's not like people around. When there's people around, I get nervous. Like yesterday when you try to make me yell in front of people.
Insert clip. Shut up.
You gotta send me all those videos from yesterday.
I'll send it to you.
But you, as we kind of like passed it over. But you guys were going live a lot, you know. I saw you guys like always like a group of y'all like talking. You go live like almost every day. How often do you go live? Like.
Once in a blue moon,
like one,
20 minutes.
maybe once a week.
But
with that,
have you ever thought about transitioning from going live on TikTok to going live on Twitch? Because like right now, what's big right now is IRL, like streaming, you know, stuff like that. Either one of y'all?
That's what I've been saying.
It's been a conversation. I wouldn't do IRL because like I said, I get social anxiety. But what's it called? Twitch streaming is for me, it's just tough because I used to go live a lot. When there was that live summer era in 2022, every day I was going live with Gio, Adala, Jesus, and me. It was the four of us going live every day. And then when that group kind of stopped going live, I felt like I kind of lost the crutch of like it. I felt like I had to go live by myself because one of them doesn't go live anymore. Adala does not talk to me anymore. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, she's like to herself now.
Yeah, I don't know what she kind of cut everybody off. And then Gio's focusing more on YouTube. Props to Gio. So with me, I'm kind of in a point where like I don't really feel like I have anything to talk about on live, so it's kind of weird, you know. But that summer era was like super cool. Like I'm always gonna love that era because everyone was just on live having fun, and then now everybody started beefing with each other.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Shit. I was watching it. I wasn't a part of it.
No, but like as in for the Twitch.
Oh.
Because you gone live on Twitch before. Like the
yeah,
first day you came.
I try. That was my main goal, is like to like IRL stream, but it's more like I want to do it more like planned. Cause like I watch a lot of like, you know, like Face House or like Kai Cenat or any of them. Like, yeah, they probably stream and they be bullshitting, but they always have something going on. Like either they have a party or they have like something happening to make it like more fun or whatever. So that my main plan was like, yo, I'm gonna come here. Like I want to plan streams, and then we stream, and then I chop up those streams, make YouTube videos, and chop up those YouTube videos and make clips for TikTok. So it's like I'm killing all this content with one main source of content, which is this Twitch streams, right? But I wasn't prepared. Like I don't know how to really work like the streaming stuff off my phone. I don't know how to whatever it is. And then also like I'm focused on my TikTok as well, because it is my main source of income, and like I just want to hit that million already on it. Like, but it's also like I don't know if I want to let that stop me from like pushing or pursuing more like the Twitch streaming and like the YouTube stuff, or is it like, do I want to knock out this 1 mil and then start putting focus into the Twitch streaming and YouTube? So it's like I'm kind of like in a gray area with it. But I definitely feel like Twitch streaming would be definitely a dope thing to do with me, and then like even like with Christian and like Rico and them. Cause even Rico started Twitch streaming.
Rico's been going crazy on Twitch.
Yeah, so.
Rico's he's doing good. So I feel like there's a lot of potential there, especially just because there's such a hype on streamers now. But it's also like, I feel like it's such an easy way of content. Like it's like you're not over really thinking it. You're just on there and being real. You know, it's just like in the moment.
Oh, I'm overthinking it for sure.
Yeah, but still, like I just think it's like you're there, and it's like it's just it's not like too much of like editing or like let me make this funny, let me do this. Like yeah, obviously you have to be funny and entertaining while you're live, but it's like I don't know. It's just more like in the moment.
Yeah, no, he's really good at live. Every time I see him go live, he's always able to carry a conversation. That's something that I don't know how he does.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like 20 seconds into the live, I'm like, so what do you guys want to talk about?
Because even while you're live, you go into your characters, right? You've done.
Yeah.
And he's live all the time for a couple hours. I'm just like, I can't.
You were live for like 4 hours the other day. I don't know. It was a while.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I have to. It's how I make money.
But yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's. I understand where people say it's like I don't know how to do it. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I sit there and I'm like, and I start to dissociate, especially like on TikTok live. Like, it's not like Twitch streaming. It's not like I have a game in front of me to keep me entertained. I don't like, or to give me more things. It's like more like it's you and the people in front of you, and you're just like, let me do something, right? Or like have a conversation. But like, it's like you sit there sometimes and you like. Right now, I average probably like 100 viewers on my TikTok. I have 100 people, but I'm talking to like one person, and it's like they're asking the same question over and over again, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? So it's like either I start listening to music, I'll get up and like do something, or like I try to like entertain myself at the end of the day. Like if I was, and you also got to think about it, like if I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see a live pop up, like I'm trying to see like, oh, like what's gonna make them click into my live and like be like, oh, let me see what they're doing, you know? But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely points where I'm just like sitting there like, damn, like this is boring as fuck. But like, it's just I know it's gonna pay off in the end, you know. So it's like I have to put the time in.
That's because like the first live when you first got here, that's the first live I saw. You know, I went through your Twitch and I was like looking at some of the lives, and I don't know if you guys go through this, but I feel like a lot of people do. Since there's so many influencers out there, do you ever like compare yourself to like let's say somebody? Because I feel like there's always like the new flavor of the month. Like there's somebody who's gonna blow up over like the easiest thing ever, and then you're like, damn, like they did that while I've been doing this for like a couple years, and I'm still like not getting what I'm putting out.
I mean, yeah, for me, it's always been a thing of like, I very much have a mindset of if I'm not doing it to be like up there, one of like the best people doing it, then why am I doing it? But also, you got one thing I kind of struggle with for a while, and I'm kind of realizing is like comparison is just such a robbery of joy. Like if you don't realize how blessed you are, because if you go back and look and remember, damn, I was really posting like every day just to try and get to the point where I got like 1,000 likes, and if I got 1,000 likes, that was a huge deal. You know, you just gotta kind of take a step back and remember, like it's, you know, you're blessed. God blessed you. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, God gives you everything you have. But I mean, yeah, no, there's people definitely where I'm like, damn, they're doing crazy numbers. But also you have to remember their personality is amazing. Like Benji blew up crazy out of nowhere. But also Benji has a great personality, super lovable. He's super awesome. Same thing with Shawty Bae. Shawty Bae blew up crazy out of nowhere because people enjoyed watching her. Like it was funny. It was like You talk now. I got tired of talking.
No, yeah, I mean, I get it too. Like, I still struggle with it, cause like I always feel like I'm falling behind people, but like again, like you said, like comparison is the killer of joy. It's facts though. I mean, with social media, it's kind of like that. I feel like every influencer kind of goes through that, where they're like, especially when your views go down, you're kind of like, damn, like what the fuck am I doing wrong? Like I feel like I'm doing everything I can to like, gain views or just be known or whatever, right?
I'm trying to suppress my ADHD. Can you just give me like a little ADHD break real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I was not. I thought he was gonna go up. He's gonna stand up and stretch his legs, bro.
Can't sit still.
All right, go ahead. I was like freaking out.
Right. Now the fucking Airbnb owners are gonna think I fucking brought my dog.
Red Bull.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, no, I
This
mean,
guy love the Red Bull.
I love it.
Look at this guy, strong guy, loving the Red Bull, huh? I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. It's sweet tea all over again.
But yeah, no, guys, I
Why are you touching me?
just come here. Let me rest my.
Bro, come on.
Oh fuck. But yeah, guys, I honestly, from experience, don't compare yourself. Like it's easier said than done. Just focus on what you're doing and focus on being better the next day. Like if you're putting 100% of your effort into something that you love to do or love to create, like as a content creator, just keep doing it and be happy with it, bro. Like you could, especially like, bro, you're gonna have times where you're putting like 6 hours, 7 hours into a video. This shit does terrible.
Yeah.
And then like one day you make a video that takes 2 seconds and it does crazy numbers. But that's the internet for you, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's just be happy with what you're doing and what you want to do and just keep grinding it.
It's funny because the polar videos, the first 100, like I said, didn't do good.
Exactly.
And then I was like, let me just do a day in the life. And it was 10 p.m. at night, and I finished editing the day in the life. I was like, this is kind of ass. I was like, I'm gonna just not post it. And then I was like, I already edited it. Might as well throw it up. Woke up to like it going to like 200,000. It kept going like views and views, and it almost got to like a mil the first day in the life. And then after that, that gave like more people. It gave me more eyes on the Polar series and like everything in general.
That I remember watching your videos of you shipping out like clothes and stuff.
Oh,
that
yeah.
helped me a lot, dude. Because I was like, I was looking up like how to do this whole merch process because it was really difficult. But no, that's how the Spider-Man video happened too. I had no videos to film for the day, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna post something every day. And I already had the Spider-Man costume because that was back when I was doing thirst traps, and I did a costume in like a Spider-Man thirst trap. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a skit out of this, and then that video was kind of like it just took off, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how you are where you are right now. But
God did.
like you said earlier, you got to go through this whole journey with your girlfriend. You know, you guys been together for 2 years.
I'm ready for it.
This is your first relationship, right? You were kind of teasing, hinting at it to your whole community.
Yeah, I waited though, just because like with social media, like I feel like putting your personal life out there is a big deal.
Yeah.
But obviously, like my whole content is kind of like me now. At least like I do lifestyle vlog, like just I let people into my life. But I waited a while to let people even know that I'm talking to somebody. Like I think we were talking for about like 2 months before, and then like the third month is when I like started like really kind of like pushing her out there, but I still didn't even show her face or like really give any information about her until after I asked her to be my girlfriend, which was like probably like 3 months, about to hit 4 months into talking. And like my whole plan was like to build this whole like storyline of like, oh my god, who's this mysterious girl, like blah blah, because the numbers were there. Like
Who is this little Mexican girl?
like everyone was like, who is he talking to? Like, oh my god, like he's doing all these things. Because I was surprising her left and right, and then like the way I asked her to be my girlfriend was like this big thing. Like I rented a B&B, I got it decorated completely with balloons. I had a personal chef. Like I did all this stuff, right? And like I was gonna keep going on with like who is this, but then my girlfriend goes and records her own videos, and those started doing like views, and then I had like hundreds of people in my comments like, oh, we know who it is. I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, there goes the surprise. So, but yeah, no, it was dope. It's been cool having like a girlfriend. Like I've never really had a relationship. I've never, like, you know, I'm 24 right now, and this is my first ever girlfriend, so it's kind of weird.
And how did you meet her?
The club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a whole story on it. There's like, I'm not gonna get into it right now because I'm gonna make a YouTube video with her
Yeah,
talking
okay,
about
that's
it.
cool.
But yeah, we met in the club. It was, Chicago love story. Yeah.
Sounds about right. And you, how did you meet your girlfriend?
I slid in her DMs.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
she's around here. She's like from the area.
Yeah, no, we went
Okay.
to high school together. We went to high school
Oh.
together. But what's it called? She went to a different high school for the last 2 years of high school. And I had followed her already, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna DM her one day. And then she posted on her story, it's so tough being single or something like that.
yeah.
And I said, that sucks. I said, baby, that sucks. I was like, oh, you're going through a breakup? That sucks. Me too.
Yeah. And how like from when you met her and started talking to her, did she already know you were doing social media?
No.
She didn't.
Actually, I think that was at the point where I was posting those thirst traps. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know she really loves me because those shits were ass. No, it was we were talking for a while,
Yeah.
and she told me she told me no so many times. She was like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want anything serious. And I was like, you sure? But she was like, I like you, but I'm just like, I'm not looking for a relationship. I just got out of one. And I was like, she told me no so many times where I was like, you know what? Fine. And I played mind games. I was really close with her friend. So I told her friend, I was like, hey, let Luciana know I have a date next week with another girl. She calls me that night. Hey, I think I have feelings for you. Like, I want to take this. I want to take it. Like, I want to see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta.
So he manipulates women.
I don't
it.
manipulate
Okay.
women. I manipulate my. Hold on, wait, no. I've
No.
No.
You manipulate women.
sometimes you gotta play the game.
Mhm.
Insert the Triple H music.
Time to play the game.
That's a wrestling reference.
It's a good time to switch to wrestling.
I got no. We're not going down that rabbit hole. But no, because I was asking because you show your lifestyle, and your girlfriend is like she's a part of your life. You hang out with her like like you were telling me yesterday. You hang out with her pretty consistently.
Yeah, I'm like so we started talking in December, and as soon as we started talking, she left to Orlando for a whole month because her brother was getting married. So we stayed on the phone, bro, talking every day on the phone while she was in Orlando. And then as soon as she got back, I went and hung out with her. And probably since then, we've been with each other like every single day. Like I'll probably miss like one day or not even that. Like we'll hang out like a few hours and then she goes to work or some shit. But like I've been with her like every single day.
Do you ever feel like that's unhealthy?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's like, I just think it's like, I have such an open schedule. Like I make content. Like I don't do sketches and stuff like how he does. Like I don't need to step away from anything really to make my videos. Like if anything, I'm just making videos with her about stuff or make dance videos and this and that. So it's not like I really need to step away. But I do think it's like not the healthiest to be with each other 24/7 and like locked in. Because then it's like it develops like a kind of like attachment. Like not. I said this in one of my TikToks. Like I'm not saying like being attached to your significant other is a bad thing, but like not being able to like
Overly attached.
Yeah, like not being able to like breathe without them is kind of like I don't think the best thing.
Yeah.
So was it really organic to have her in your content? Like
Yeah,
'cause
like
she
as
was-
soon as we started like
Yeah.
as soon as I was like yo like I had a long conversation about her making videos and stuff and it's like yeah I'm down. I'm like all right bet like
There's a little man pissing in the toilet.
as soon as that happened we started making videos
Yeah.
and like it just flowed really naturally like.
And you kind of stay more to skits. Like your main page, when you go on there, you'll see skits about like everything, like Spider-Man, anything.
Content.
So it is kind of harder for you to like kind of add your girlfriend in your content. Is that your goal? Like, do you want to have like
Are
your
you trying to keep your girlfriend hidden?
no,
No,
I'm saying the opposite. Do you want to try to put her more in your content?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely. I think before I was just so at a point of like, everything has to be a skit. Everything
Yeah.
has to like be for the like public.
Yeah.
And I think I'm at a point now where I kind of realize like I can make content for me.
Yeah.
I have a second account where I would post like a lot of relationship stuff, but people kind of didn't put two and two together. Like, oh, this is the same guy, you know. So all of that relationship stuff, they would be like, oh, that's really cute, and then they would be like, go to my main account. They were like, so are you single? What's going on? But no, I mean, I'm posting content with her now. I love doing stuff with her. Half of the content that I have on my main account, she's either filming or like she's the reason I'm filming. You know, like she's definitely like I'm my funniest when I'm with her. Like I'm my best version of myself when I'm with her. Like,
Yeah. I was about to say that too. Keep going. You're going good.
The edits are coming.
Yeah,
Edits are coming
exactly. I was like TikTok clip right here. I'm like already cropping it in my brain and like the zoom.
He's editing it.
That's how I literally. That's
no,
how
like half of the videos I have where it's just like me like on the camera. There's been so many videos where like we're on FaceTime either in the shower or wherever, and like I say something that makes her laugh, and I'm like, "Babe, I got to call you back," and I hang up, and then I film the video and I post it. Yeah, no, it's tough now because we're at a weird place where like she lives pretty far from me now. Like she lives like an hour and some away from me.
Damn.
So it's kind of like we're in this weird medium distance thing. But also I kind of told her like it doesn't matter like where you go, like I'm always down to make this work. But you know, it definitely has its challenges, but that's any relationship.
And I've seen some of you guys' videos together. I remember the blanket one you guys did. Where
stupid.
Yeah, that one was pretty viral.
That blanket one, fucking someone stitched it. All right, let me.
It was like
let me clear the air.
Yeah, it was a smiling or something like that.
In that blanket video, I don't know if you could pop it up right here. This is what you see. We show the blanket. We're like, oh look how cute it is. She goes to kiss me, and I go like this. We did 13 takes of that because let me explain to you guys something about my girlfriend. Luciana's a very camera shy person. As soon as the camera turns on, she forgets how to like be like human. So what's it called? I was like, baby, just kiss me at the end of the video. And then halfway through, we're like, okay, fine, we won't kiss. That one, she randomly decides, okay, we'll kiss again. And I didn't realize, so I'm like, okay, I just look at the camera. Somebody stitched the video. I was like, did you see how he curved her kiss?
And it was a lot of likes.
He doesn't love her.
He's
that video got like
cheating,
a million likes. Yeah, he was like, he's cheating on her. That video got like 1 million likes.
And then he stopped posting Luciana for like a month.
It wasn't intentional. Don't do that.
He's like, we gotta stay off the internet.
But you guys, even the Chavo del Ocho, and then
no, that was fun too. I love doing stuff with her, but
it feels good because to like share your audience with somebody, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anytime for me, it's like I can post a skit and I'll have fun with it. But anytime I can post something that's actually like me and it does well, it kind of gives me like a weird validation of like, wow, people actually like me for me, you know?
Look, I just had a question and I lost it.
Chance, should we do a little dance like we do, you know?
A little dance?
A little dance. To the left first. Ready? To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left.
I feel like you guys are more accustomed to seeing hate comments and stuff like that.
I'm not really. But
you guys take it like, let's say somebody leaves a hate comment. You guys like you get hurt by it?
It depends.
I don't.
I
don't
never
really get that much.
Yeah,
hate.
I don't really get hate. Not on TikTok at least. I mean, him with YouTube obviously. But I mean like I have people come into my thing and try to like clown me or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like obviously I've posted some cringy videos.
Yeah.
And, you know, I still have my moments for sure. It's like, but it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, like it's just content. I don't take it that serious. Like I'm not worried about what user 156 has to fucking say about me because you're not real to me.
Damn.
I mean, it's facts though. Like I obviously like I love my supporters. I love the people that got me to where I'm at. But like to a motherfucker that's sitting in his room and on my page that doesn't follow me and wants to talk shit about me, like I could care less about what you say. Like comment as much as you want, bro. You're boosting my video.
I think about it the same way. But I was asking because like what happened with the sweet tea? Like did that affect you? Did you start to overthink?
Oh no, it definitely affected me. What's it called? I think I didn't post for a week.
Actually,
it more affected me in the fact of like, damn, like I was scared to be like myself, you know, on the internet. Steven actually came down and he gave me a talk. He was like this is not really like
serious.
Yeah, he's like it's not really that serious. It happens just for me because it didn't like make me upset or anything. It just made me like
overthink.
Yeah, overthink because I'm like, oh fuck, can I not be myself? Like, can I only be this version of my character? I don't really get too much hate on the skits because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a skit. Like if they don't like it, they don't like it. Yeah, I haven't dealt with it like a lot of hate, but I'm sure when I get it, it's definitely gonna fuck with me a little bit.
And I asked that because it was like it's a follow up to the relationship stuff because maybe we're more accustomed to it, but our girlfriends are not. You know, they haven't been.
Yeah, no, my girlfriend got a lot of hate.
Yeah, so when you put your relationship out there, you're not the only one getting hate now. Like you know, I hate for no reason, but it's just like people want to hate just to hate. So like you know, sometimes they start like commenting about your significant other. And
that or they just start saying like random shit like
exactly
like recently like I don't like people go into my girlfriend's live now and they'd be like oh girl, like I seen Chance at the club last week and he was doing this. Oh, girl, like I seen your boyfriend at the bar and he was talking to a girl, or like, you know, now I go live, right? And sometimes I battle girls and stuff. That, oh, girl, your man was over here flirting. I'm like, okay, the club shit and bar shit. I'm like, I'm with my girlfriend 24/7. When the fuck am I at the bar club, right? But then like my girlfriend, she's gone through some fucked up shit with her relationships, her past relationships. So she's very like she has like what's the word? Not like yeah, she has trauma. So she'll question me about it. I'm like, babe, like really, like I'm with you every day. Like when do I ever have the chance to go to a bar by myself? Yeah. And then like with the live stuff, like we've had a long conversation about it because like I do go live with girls and stuff, but it's like I'm not over here like, damn girl, like what's up? Like let's battle. Like you're fine. Like it's not like that. I'm literally just like, hey guys, like what's up? Let's battle. Boom. And then I usually mute the other person. But it's like people will hate for no reason. And like even like my girl's gotten people in her lives where they're like, oh, like damn girl, you look like you're big, or like damn you look like this, and I'm like, yo, these people are like what's wrong with you? Like you wake up and you're just like, bro, like you wake up and the first thing is like, yeah, let me go hate on this girl because she's dating someone that I want to date. Like
that's
bro,
a crazy thing to comment. Hey girl, you looking big.
Yeah, bro. Or like no, like I've had people have dead ass like gone and like like bro, like this one time my girl posted so me and my girlfriend faked this video, right? And it's a video. I remember that. It's a video that people do all the time, where like you know you're on top of your girl and you're acting like a little baby, and you fake that like you got caught while she was recording. Bro, people sent my girl death threats. Like
what?
They're like, yo, are you serious? Like Chance will never be ever to be vulnerable with you ever again. Like you're a fucking piece of shit. Why would you do that? Like, and my girl, like she's sitting there like, what's like I don't know what to do. I'm like, babe, it's not like that, bro. Who cares about who the fuck this person is? Like, what? Why? Like, the only power that you give them is the power that you give them. You know, like the power that they have is the power you give them, because like I don't care what this person has to say to me. Like whatever they're saying to me is not validated in my head. But it's like hard to explain it to people that are not used to the internet. Exactly. You know?
Yeah, because that's something that I've gone through too. Like my significant other, they were kind of like saw like a mean comment. They're like, oh, they got kind of hurt, and then they started to overthink. But for me, it's hard for me to get hurt like through a comment, you know, because I'm like, why would I care? Yeah. And you, like, is that hard for you in your relationship too?
No, it got bad at one point, and I didn't even realize. My girl just never talked about it. Oh. She was getting a lot of hate comments, and we had a conversation about this before, like a couple days ago. I didn't even realize she was getting a lot of hate comments, which were like, you know, nothing crazy. But then when Amanda came into the picture and her and I started filming, the top search bar on either my videos, Amanda's videos, or Luciana's videos were Cristian and Amanda dating. So everyone thought we were dating, or everyone thought we was a relationship, and there was like a couple edits of like Amanda and I getting shipped together. And I was telling Luciana, I was like that's not a thing. Like obviously don't worry about that. But of course, you know, it's gonna affect you. Like how would you feel if your girl was getting like shipped in a little edit with some other guy?
You start to overthink.
Right. Yeah, I didn't even know about it, but it's also like one of those things like you can't control. Like people are gonna have their own perception. But it definitely, apparently it affected her. I didn't even know that, like, I was so focused on posting that I didn't even know it was a thing. But I did my best to, like, try and protect her from it. Like, anytime I saw either a mean comment or anything like that, I deleted it immediately so she wouldn't see. But what I didn't realize is she saw it every time. So, I mean, she's at a place now where she's been around it long enough to kind of understand, like, people are going to say what they're going to say. But also, people kind of like her now because she's been around so long. So...
yeah, it's just building that strong, like
that trust, you know.
Yeah, it's building a trust, and then like also with your fans or your supporters or whatever, it's like building that like, oh, like we really love them together, you know. But at the end of the day, there's always gonna be someone that's gonna say something. Like no matter what you do, like you could be the most lovable person in the world, someone's gonna say something. You know what I'm saying?
Were you guys ever overweight when you guys were little?
I'm still overweight. But yeah, no, I was big as fuck when I was a kid.
Okay, because I remember hearing it one time, but I wasn't sure that you mentioned it. And you, were you ever?
I was tubby. I wasn't. Like, okay. I was a little tubby.
Okay.
Yeah, I had like a weird like skinny fat build.
In middle school, I was pretty big, so that's why I don't really care, because I would get stuff said to me in person. So I was like, when it's over the phone, I'm like, that is not hit.
He only hits arms, guys.
Yeah, they know why. There's not, and I've said it many times, but like. I don't know. I just don't like hitting on my legs, but it's because you guys go to the gym. Like he goes to the gym a lot. Like you know, you post like a lot of like stuff about the gym.
Strong, man.
How did that passion for the gym start?
I was depressed.
Oh really?
Yeah. No. What's it called? Obviously, oh my gosh, I don't want to.
My fucking Airbnb people are gonna kick me out.
In 2020, before I started doing content, there was this girl that I was talking to for a little bit, and we were super cool, but then we ended up splitting up, and I didn't realize that she was talking to another guy, that was like, he was pretty buff, like, and that kind of just made me feel like, damn, like I'm not anything like that at all. So then I started really getting into the gym, and I also kind of was at this point where I'm like, okay, you know what? You're not gonna see me, but you'll see me on your For You page. Like, that's what you're gonna see. And I started building up both, like, working out every day, just because, like, one, it's really good for your mental health. Two, it's like, you know, it makes you feel more confident in yourself too. And then I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm physically where I'm almost where I want to be at. And two, like, this is the career that I've always wanted to have. So it kind of gave me the, like, how to, like, I wanted to do it now. Like, it was something that I was able to be successful at.
And you, because I seen, like, I remember you would go live and be like, oh, I gotta go to the gym now, or I just got back from the gym.
That boy getting slim.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've always been, like, when I was like, I think when I 6 or 7 was like the last time I was ever like skinny for real. Like, I was so tiny, and like I used petite and demure. I used to be able to like see my own rib cage type shit. Then I found out what McDonald's was. And it was wraps. I started eating hella junk food. And then I got really big. Then after that, I've always been like a big ass kid. And now I'm just kind of like after high school, like I had a big growth spurt.
Title of the name. Title of the podcast.
Oh yeah, no. After high school, I had a big growth spurt. And like I kind of had like my glow.
Me too.
Still waiting on it for him. I had a big growth spurt, and I had my glow up or whatever. So then, like, it was like the first time I ever had like girls really like attracted to me. So it was like a whole brand new world to me. So after that, I wasn't kind of like really insecure about my weight too much, but I still was like the guy who never took off his shirt at like the beach or the pool or whatever, and I still don't. It's like it just wasn't like big of a deal anymore for me to lose weight, because I was like, okay, well, girls like me now. But now it's kind of like more I'm doing it for myself, because like I do want to be more comfortable in my skin. I want to be able to like take off my shirt and just not give a fuck about what people got to say. So it's like, that's why I'm kind of like more like locking in. It's just, I have a really big thing of like being inconsistent. And then like my biggest flaw is that I'm lazy. I just love to like just not, like, I don't know. I self-sabotage a lot with a lot of shit. But it's like, you know, I'm working on it.
I feel like that's why Chance and I worked together so well, is because I'm very much a person who, like, I'm very meticulous. Like, everything has to be planned. Everything has to be, like, and him and I, like, on the trips, we used to butt heads about that a lot, because it was just, like, very different worlds. Like, I'm very much like, we have to plan this out in order for it to be, you know.
For it to work.
And then he's very much like if it happens, it happens kind of guy,
Yeah.
you know. But I also feel like that's kind of why we kind of work together well, because
balance each other out.
Not only does it balance each other out, it's also really good to have someone to hold you accountable in everything. Like, you always need someone, whether it's with the gym to hold you accountable, whether it's with videos to hold you accountable, whether it's with life. You need somebody, you know. And he gives the best titty milk. The best titty milk.
What are we talking about?
That was so random.
He has some great titty milk.
Okay.
And
like
we couldn't
Trumo.
not talk about this. Like, we couldn't not talk about this. You did make a song that went pretty viral on TikTok.
Did do it.
Yeah.
He did do it.
And
But this guy making the dance.
yeah.
Look at the dance.
So that's a great example of you guys, like, you know, teamwork and your chemistry.
Yin and yang.
Because didn't it start as just like just saying kitty cat?
Yeah, no. So what happened was, this is the fucking stupidest thing
Yeah.
ever that blew up. Me and Paul were joking around, and I was like, he said something. We were filming a tennis video, and I was joking around. I was like, oh, there was a cat that ran by, and I was like, kitty cat, kitty 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 cat, and he starts dying of laughter, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, that's not funny at all. And he's like, bro, just trust, film it, dude, just trust. And I'm like, whatever. I film it, and I was on my second account. I'm like, you know what? I have nothing to post on my second account.
Yeah.
I posted it. 1 million likes. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this blowing up? So kind of anytime where I wasn't like, where I was filming a video and I had everybody there already, I was like, let's just do it, you know? So for the Avengers video, I did it with them.
Yep.
And then the big one that blew up was we were at Disneyland with Adam. We were with Adam Ray. Rosa, and Lauro, his boyfriend. What's it called? And I was like, let's just do it. Fuck it. That shit got 4 million likes out of nowhere. And then from there, Chance and I were on a call, and I was like, I think I want to like. He knows that like I have a passion for music. I've always wanted to do music.
Going back to the band.
Yeah, yeah. Going back to the band theater background, I told him I always wanted to do music. And he was like, "Well, just do a joking song first." So I was like, "Okay." So I made the Kitty Cat song, and then he was there for that too. And I was like, it was like a year long of just looking for producers, because I'd never been in this industry before. So finding the producers, finding someone to do it, and then finally like the song was ready and rolling it out. It was kind of cool to see like people kind of seeing, whoa, wait, why is this actually kind of good? Why is this not bad? But the first time we were recording it, I did it in my normal voice.
He was struggling.
So bad.
He just didn't like it, and I was like, I told him, I'm like, bro, I'm like, it's because like you could just when you like I have a lot of friends that make music, and like I've been around like the music
It's
industry.
about confidence.
He just wasn't like delivering with his regular voice. And also, I'm just like, bro, I'm like, also like when you do the Kitty Cat, you do it in your Feffel voice. I'm like, just try recording the song in your Feffel voice. He's like, for real? I'm like,
This is after we laid down the whole
like
song.
after you laid down the whole track, I'm like, bro, I'm like, just try it in your Feffel voice, bro. I like, just trust me. He's like, fine, whatever. And he goes in, cause one thing.
Because this is what it sounded like. It was like in a house, but naked like a sphinx. And then we all are looking at it, and we're like, this is so bad.
Yeah, like this just doesn't sound vibey enough, whatever.
And the second we hear in the house, but naked like a sphinx,
we're like, oh,
that shit kind of.
And that had some spice to it. It was like, it was a lot better, bro. And I'm like, see, because in my head, like with Christians, like Christian has characters, right? And why I said like make a joking song first, because like I know he wants to do more like serious music in the future.
I have a whole album written.
Yeah, like he wants to do like some serious shit. I'm like, but bro, like you're good with your characters, and I feel like if you elaborate on that, like it's a good introduction to the world. Like on do you know who Joji is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Joji before that he used to be
Pink guy.
Filthy Frank, like on YouTube and stuff, and like he made a lot of songs with Filthy Frank, Pink Guy, whatever, right? And they were very like bro, he has a song where he's talking about how he fucks Dora the Explorer, like he makes a lot of random shit, right? But then out of nowhere he does this Joji.
Give me reason.
And everyone loved it. But like, people who know Joji for real, like they know that he started off doing like joke songs.
I didn't know that.
So I was like, bro, I might just have fun with it and just do your characters. Like I feel like he has this Feffel, like Feffel's really good for like the Latin stuff. I'm like, he could even do something with Linda or whatever it is, like expand on stuff. But like,
it also kind of helped me got my bearings too, because it was like being in a new industry that's completely different. Like there's so many influencers that have done music, like Terry Reloaded, Curvo Dolo did it. What's another? What's the guy that the Hype House
sweatshirt
Hype House guy?
Yeah, buddy. It's every day, bro.
No, that's Jake Paul.
Oh, wasn't he in Hype House?
No, that's Team 10.
You talking about Charlie D'Amelio's ex?
No, the blonde guy. He makes oh my gosh,
Jack Wright.
No, he just got married.
I have no idea. Who he's
Anyway.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I forgot the name.
That guy.
Like their wedding vows went very viral.
Culver's
yes,
husband.
there you go.
Culver's husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he does music, but for me, I kind of like literally before I even started doing social media, I had a bunch of songs already written, because like I started with piano. I play a couple instruments. So I have a bunch of songs written, but I always kind of want to wait until it's the right time to release them. So I feel like doing this kind of helps me get my bearings on like knowing the industry, meeting people. Literally with the Kitty Cat song, I met a DJ out of Dioro, huge DJ, like really big DJ, and he was like, "Oh, I played this song." He goes, "This is your first song?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "This is really good for your first song." He's like, "This is really good. Let me remix it." He sends me a remix, and he wants to like do something with it, which is super cool to me.
I could hear that like something.
Keep an eye out for it.
Fire remix, actually.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm really excited. I hope it comes out. I don't know if he plans on releasing
and
it.
It was big on TikTok. Like, and of course you made the dance. Then people started doing the dance, and it also did good on Spotify, right?
Yeah, it did pretty good on Spotify. I don't really have a concept on the numbers on Spotify. Yeah. I think it's at like what 200. It's at like 200,000 streams or something like that.
So yeah, which is crazy off rip. Like, cause I had to call my friend about it. That does music. He's like, bro. He's like, the fact that you had 50,000 streams like within the first week is ridiculous. He's like, what you should like is what you have to do is just keep promoting it. Like, because like it takes a while for songs to like blow up. Like, but our heads are like more social media mindset. It's like
You got a week and it's done.
Yeah, like a week and then you move on. But it's like with songs, it's like you can milk the fuck out of it. Cause like think of like I don't speak Portuguese. That shit was on everyone's FYP for like a whole month and a half, 2 months. Like, and it still kind of is, you know, like it comes and goes.
That's another person I reached out to.
Yeah.
I DM'd him a bunch right before the song, and I was because if you haven't put anything out, that no one's gonna believe in you, you know.
Yeah.
So I DM'd like, and he didn't respond. As soon as I released the Kitty Cat song, he follows me right after. Damn. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So no, I mean, I like right now. I think he's at like 200K streams. It's just like. I think there's still a lot more promoting that we can do with it, and then obviously if the remix does come out, that's gonna be even another big thing. But I think it went really well for a first release for sure.
Next song coming soon, going to be a banger.
And then one of the last kind of few things I wanted to touch on was the Latino Avengers, because that was really big, and I'm pretty sure they muted the video.
Yeah, they muted the I don't know why they muted. Oh, it was because that was when the whole UMG copyright thing was going on.
Yeah.
That was a video that was super hyped to do. Like that was as soon as I did the Spider-Man one, I was like, I want to get to a point where I can do this video.
Yeah.
And the idea was always I want to get the biggest Latin like TikTokers and I want to get them in this video.
Yeah.
What's it called? And I texted Emily first because I was cool with her like we were pretty close at the time. And I was like, who do you know that would be down to be in the video? Originally, the idea was like I think it was Santi and like
if he was in a
it was, but I had already flown to LA at that point, and I was just like I rushed the video
Like
way too much.
We needed to get it done.
Yeah, I was like, who can be in this video? Originally, it was supposed to be Blessed as Iron Man. Logan was supposed to be in the video somehow. I don't remember who he was supposed to be. Everyone else that was in the video, Meche, Amanda, and Lucas were not supposed to be in the video at first.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they're in town. They can join the video. And there was someone else that was supposed to be Loki. That fucking should I say who it is?
I forgot who it was supposed to be.
Can you bleep it out?
Yeah.
At least mine and Christian's mindset, I know like a few of our mindsets is like we see it as like we collide with people that we want to be cool with and like friends with at least, you know, like even if you don't want to consider us as friends, like we're just really cool with you, you know. But a lot of people in the social media world, they they see it as a business and they're just like, come here, make the videos and leave, like, and that's it. But it's like I don't want to make videos with somebody I'm not cool with, you know?
And that was the big mistake I made with that video is because I was just super excited about this is the Avengers. This is like what I kind of don't like about the Latin, like the Latino side of TikTok is super toxic. It's super toxic. And I hate that so much.
That was kind of like
there's so much beef. I don't understand it either. And that's why kind of with that video, I wanted it to be like, let's get everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the way people perceive us through TikTok, especially is, all these Latinos, they beef with each other. It's all about chisme. It's not about like people don't see us as, oh, these are talented people that are in the forefront for a reason. Like Will's super funny. He's super like Will's super funny, and he doesn't even touch beef. Like that's what I'm kind of getting at. Steven super funny, doesn't even touch beef at all. But yet when you think about Latino side of TikTok, you think of Pancho, the drama, all this stuff. When in reality, that's just what people want to see, which just doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, drama's always gonna sell. It's just like
that's what's so frustrating because that's what people see us as. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what's literally been trending this week.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I mean, funny enough, I think Wilito was supposed to be in the video too.
Oh, okay. There could have been like this could have been really big.
It was crazy.
I didn't ask him though because this was during the so like I don't know. The idea was just to get everybody in the video, but also this was during when like everybody was beefing. Yeah. So like I think at the time Shawty Bay was like beefing with Emily or something like that. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't want to have him show up and not know what the politics are with that. Yeah. So I mean, there was also there's so many video ideas that I wanted to do that I didn't end up doing, but there was a video idea back when Wilito and Shawty Bay were cool. I have never had a conversation with Wilito outside of being on live with him for like 2 minutes. Yeah. That's it. But anytime like someone follows me and follow them back, I try and reach out and be like, hey, here's an idea. Half of the time they're not down. There's a lot of people videos that were supposed to happen. But one of the ideas I had was I was going to do Batman versus Superman. And I was going to have Wilito and Shawty Baby in it. I was going to have Shawty Baby Wonder Woman. And I was going to do like a Batman versus Superman kind of thing.
Funny.
There was another video I had to do, but there's just a lot of divas. There's like a lot of people who like they don't want to be seen a certain way. You know what I mean? I filmed like at least 3 or 4 videos, and they're like, I don't like it. Take it down. Yeah. And it's just like, are you serious? Like, it's not really that serious. They're like, I don't want to be perceived like that.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I'm remembering it now. I remember
Yeah.
the people who were in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were a problem.
Okay.
Like, I'm still cool with them.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
it's really never that
It just
deep.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with influencers. Like, you guys don't see it on your end, but they're always super like diva-ish.
Oh.
I'm talking to.
No, I mean,
It's not
yeah.
even. It's just like it's like at the end of the day, like I feel like I've been saying that a lot. At the end of the day, yeah. Well, all right. At the end of the day, but no, basically like people have an image. Like that's what the internet is. You have an image, and people are very protective of their image. But it's like also it's like why put up a fake image and why be fake? But also it's like characters always sell on the internet, or like having this type of like persona or personality on the internet could sell if you're good at it, even if it's not your real you know.
When's the next LA trip? Say
Halloween.
Hopefully.
yeah.
You're coming.
I would be fucking scared.
Let's
I'd be
go to
panicking.
Halloween, bro. Well, I mean,
I'd
just,
be panicking.
it's just gonna be the same. It's probably gonna be Will, you, me, Chance, Rico.
You know who you guys collabed with who I watched on TikTok very early on, or you're not even like collabed with, but he was in your video. His name's I'm not sure if it's still his name. I Got Cute Ankles.
Oh yeah.
I watched him when I was in high school,
Yeah,
and when I
Lewis.
was like, I would love his videos. Like literally loved his videos.
Lewis
is
And I saw him
hilarious.
randomly in like your guys like background.
We
I
were
was like,
supposed
what
to
the
make a video.
fuck?
Yeah, no, we were supposed to make a video with him, but what's it called? It was Halloween. We weren't really doing content. Will made a video with him, and it never got posted.
Damn.
Yeah,
But I
it was-
saw that,
it
and I was like,
yeah, Lewis is funny as fuck, bro. He's cool.
that's
He's
somebody-
really quiet in person.
Yeah, he's just
He's
so
strange, right?
He's nonchalant. He wants to be a nonchalant light skinned dreadhead.
That's how people see me too. It's like fuck,
No one
dude.
sees you like
No,
that.
people see me
You're a
like,
yapper.
right now.
But yeah, no, Lewis is dope as fuck.
But I literally would watch him all the time, and then like he just stopped posting randomly. I was like,
he focused on streaming more.
Yeah.
He Twitch streams a lot.
no, he was getting really good views for just the sketches.
He does social media full time?
Yeah, he does. He Twitch streams.
That's
He-
crazy.
That's all he does. Twitch stream, and then he thirst traps now. He
Mhm.
barely posts sketches.
But I've always heard this quote. It says, "If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans." So if you were trying to make God laugh, what are your future plans like going forward?
Damn, that's scary. That's I always kind of had this plan when my parents
Yeah.
told me they were like social media really.
Yeah.
I always told them I was like I want to do this to get to music,
Yeah.
music to like entertainment. You know,
Mhm.
that was always I always wanted to entertain. There's like videos of me like trying to be on stage when I was little, but no, what's it called? From this I want to do more music. I'm gonna put another song out soon, which I'm excited for, and then from that I kind of want to put out like more serious music. And then from that, hopefully, it leads to like more mainstream entertainment. But also, I'm never gonna stop doing TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
TikTok is just so fun. It's like I can just spam and like be weird, and that's like one of the few places that it accepts me. You know?
But I feel like that's what happens when somebody like let's say does YouTube and then they branch out to do something else. They forget about YouTube and then they kind of lose their audience.
Yeah.
And we didn't touch on it because like there's so much to cram into one notes. You did stand up. Is that something you also want to pursue?
Yeah. No. What's it called? That was so fun. I was scared as shit.
Yeah.
I'm very like because that was one of those moments where you kind of have to be yourself. I did stand up with Radiel. He's like a
Hey yo, what the fuck?
he's funniest dude. Literally the funniest. I think top like one of the most funny influences I've ever met. He gave me an opportunity which I'm always gonna be thankful for, just to open for him, and I was so nervous just because like I've never done it before.
Yeah.
So when I did it, as soon as I stepped on stage, I was like, I realized your nerves make you 10 times less funny. So I definitely want to do it again because it was something that like I super enjoyed doing, and it was also another goal of mine when I was young. Like I always used to want to do stand up. There was like 10 things I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely I plan on getting on stage again. I just got to find the path to do it.
And what are your future plans people can expect?
I definitely want to either decide if I'm gonna do Twitch or YouTube, or I do want to do both. I think I'm more leaning towards the Twitch side, especially because I don't know. I feel like live streaming is like something I want to try out and like give it a real shot. Other than that, I don't know. I do dabble in music. I don't know if I would ever take it serious for real. Maybe being around Christian, I might. Who knows? I do want to get more into like the entertainment aspect. I've talked about this a lot with my girlfriend recently. Like, I kind of want to get into like acting or something like that. Because I've always wanted to like be in that area. I used to do like auditions and stuff when I was a kid.
Oh damn.
But yeah, I mean, as of right now, just pursuing TikTok, trying to hit that mill.
You're
And,
close.
It's
Yeah,
really close.
trying to hit that mill, and
I went to a Disney Channel audition when I was little.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to an Indiana Jones audition. I went to a few auditions. I
That's
was
crazy.
supposed to be the kid assistant, like
The Asian kid?
basically,
You were gonna be the Asian kid?
but like not Asian.
You could have played the Asian kid.
You think so?
Give me your best Asian.
That's
That would have been racist if you answered. Not racist for asking. No, what's it called? I went to
your best Asian. Crazy.
I went to a Disney Channel audition and because it was I think it was fake. It was like a
Uh-huh.
radio thing.
Oh,
But the guy from Wizards of Waverly Place was there.
Oh, really?
The,
Justin?
No, the other one.
The younger one, Max.
No, the other one.
The dad.
The one that dated Harper. The
Yeah,
white-
Justin.
No, the white kid. Not no.
The
Like
brother.
no, not the fucking brother. The
Who?
one that like the weird one. Zeke.
Who?
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
You know I'll show it to you.
later.
We're
Yeah.
at the end of the podcast.
Oh,
We're talking
okay,
about Wizard
okay.
Way.
But yeah, whatever. So he was.
I
there.
went to a Disney Channel audition. I could have been best friends with Sabrina Carpenter.
Once again, special thank you to Christian and Chance for coming on. This is my first time meeting them in person. I met Chance like on a few lives, and I met you briefly, like on one live or two.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we met in person, so it was a pretty fun journey. My journey is getting cut, or my trip is getting cut in half because there's a hurricane, and I'm not trying to die out here in the shed. And I'm scared of homeless people coming and coming
Shout out to him to making the trip out here and being committed to the content.
Yeah, he's-
You guys need to blow this podcast up and
Trust
comment.
me.
Wow, Christian did talk an appropriate amount on this podcast.
Trust
And
me.
maybe I don't know. Chance and I should get a little edit, a relationship edit of each other,
Why
of
really?
us dating.
No, there's gonna be a shit ton of clips from this podcast. I'm gonna make by hand, but as appreciation, what I like to do for every podcast, a guest that I have on is give them a little gift. Last time I didn't show it off because it was kind of off camera.
We better
This
get
time,
What?
What?
don't hold it close to the mic.
Oh shit.
Nah.
Girl, I'm about to give me some merch.
Say less.
This is such a like they're pretty big. When you pack these in a check, one is XL and the other one's medium.
How do we?
It's on. Look, for these, the tag is on. If you
Oh,
look on
it's
the
one of
side.
them hoodies. You know,
Yeah,
you
right there.
rich.
Yeah, that's it.
XL. Bro, damn. I was made in
They're-
heaven. Oh my god. No, this is just tough, bro. The quality's insane.
Mhm.
That's,
They're really they're when you're packing them, it's kind of hard because they take up a lot of room.
yeah, they're thick.
And even when they got shipped to my house, it took up a lot of room. But yeah, bringing them was kind of hard because of my suitcase was full of all the podcast equipment. This all went in one suitcase,
Yo,
and it barely
this
made
shit
it
is
under the limit.
comfortable, dude.
Right?
I can't wait.
Yo,
to see
get ready
those.
for the Made in Heaven edit. Here we go.
Oh, remind me, we got to take thumbnail photos. This is what I always forget. You have to make like a thumbnail face that you want. But yeah, thank you again to Christian and Chance. Make sure to follow them. I'm gonna drop all their socials in the comment or in the bio below, whatever the fuck it's called. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, put on the post notifications. Thank you guys again. You guys want to say any last
You gotta
words?
come out with an outro that we can all do. Ready? Like maybe like a say or something like
no,
that.
like what's
You guys should be good at this. Like a
Welcome
catchphrase.
and thank you for joining us for Dropouts or something like that.
What?
Dropouts is a
Dropouts.
What is it?
Dropouts
What
is
is
a
it called?
podcast. After high school podcast.
Oh, After High School podcast. Oh.
And this is us after high school.
And this is us. And Chance waits outside the high school for a girlfriend.
So I forgot to record the Bible quote over there in Florida, so I'm about to say it right now. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5, Niv. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. We take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ.